Hi, my name is Christo Skutte. I'm an executive coach and also the founder of The Game Within. Did you know that in South Africa, every day 53 children die because of malnutrition? Something could have been done about it. More than 30% of all children in South Africa's growth is stunted because of malnutrition. Their brains just don't develop the way it should. You see, I'm originally from South Africa myself. I've been living here in the US for about 17 years now. But the reality just hit me about 3.5 years ago when my wife and I brought in a foster child with severe medical needs and physical disabilities from West Africa. You see, when he got here, he was almost 2 years old and he weighed 16 pounds. Let me put this in perspective for you. Here in the US, a 4.5-month-old will weigh about the same. It was in this moment that my wife and I realized the incredible problem and need that is in Africa, and especially South Africa as we speak. Listen, I know there are so many needs around the world. I'm an ordinary guy. I just want to speak from my heart. I'm going to share with you what I feel like could be part of a solution. And maybe there's some ways that you can partner with us to help this. You see, in the beginning, I realized that there's this incredible problem, but it's hard to know in Africa always where your money goes. I partnered with a nonprofit in South Africa, Judea Harvest. Judea Harvest has been around for 19 years. They actually have a registered nonprofit here in the US as well. Originally, Judea's Harvest vision was to plant churches, originally tents, in some of the poorest areas in Africa. They actually planted 3,000 already. But over time, they wanted to use these tents in these buildings during the week. So they started inviting kids off the street, 6 and younger, to become part of a preschool. Preschools have about 50 kids at a time. But then they realized that they need to train some teachers. Get people out of the community and train them to become teachers and also pastors. And then they started to realize that it's one thing to give these kids education, but what does it help if they don't have food? So they started 2015 to start packing food for these kids. When I say food, we're talking about rice, beans, dehydrated vegetables, and then also a vitamin mix that they can sprinkle over the food after they cook it. Right away, they got incredible results back of kids that couldn't walk before, that now can walk. Amazing stories. But you see, here's the thing. Even though the South African community got involved and saw this need, because here's the thing. We identified 1,300 preschools in South Africa. We talk about 65,000 kids. There's a massive need in the South African community at the moment. Cannot help with that. There's just a massive, massive need for this. So let me tell you more about this solution, a possible solution. The incredible statistics are showing that $2,000 right now will help a whole preschool with nutritional food for a year. Okay, let me just say this again. $2,000 will feed 50 children, 6 and younger, with 5 nutritional meals per week for a year. It's incredible. But we have a huge need here. We got 65,000 kids. We talk about $2.6 million. I think it can be done. You know, it affected my heart so much that I decided to start a new program called the Head to Heart journey, where I take CEOs and high-level leaders to South Africa and Mozambique on a 10-day transformational journey to help them to become better leaders, but also to help them to see how these kids live their lives and how they can help to make a difference. I also want to make sure that people know where their money goes. So I partner with this nonprofit. I do a Head to Heart journey twice a year, and we personally on the ground, we pack the food, we take videos, we take photos with the nonprofit. So here's the thing, if you want to partner with us, please consider that you, your organization, or your foundation wants to sponsor 1 preschool, 50 preschools, 100 preschools, whatever the number is. But sponsor a preschool with food for a year. I just want to let you know that I'm going to be the in-between party with this nonprofit, with Judea Harvest. We actually named this project Elevate. There's just this incredible need, but every little bit's going to help. It's also a US nonprofit, so you're gonna get tax benefits from this. So I want to ask you to consider, prayerfully consider, to partner with us. Maybe you just want to find out more about the Head to Heart journey, because that's directly going to help the kids. Or maybe I want to ask you just to go to the website at judeahope.org to get some more information. You also can get a hold of me at The Game Within. But please partner with us to help these children. The first 6 years of their life is so important. I thank you.